Hello friend, last time we discussed about the some provision of Bank Regulation Act, and today we discuss the another provision Bank Regulation Act. All the provision of Bank Regulation Act 1949 not applied to the nationalized bank, but some of the specific provision is applied to the nationalized bank. And last time we discussed about the definition of bank and banking company, functions of banking company, restrictions of banking company, management of banking company under the 10A, 10B, BB and C. Also we discussed the licensing of banking company, section 22 and 23, and liquid asset, section 24. And today we discuss now the another point, which is the name of the powers of RBI. The powers of RBI, there is a two section under 21, powers of RBI to control advances, and powers of RBI specific 35A, 36A and 36AD. So these are the provisions important to get the powers of RBI to control and regulate the all banking company. So here we discuss the some powers of RBI and some functions, important functions of RBI to get powers to control all the banks and regulate the all banks. So before starting off the powers, we start the Reserve Bank of India history. So you know the Reserve Bank of India established 1st April 1935 according to RBI Act 1934. And initially it start with the 5 crore rupees of capital, and the Hilton Young Commission, means Royal Commission, is recommended they establish the Reserve Bank of India. So initially 5 crore rupees of capital start with the Reserve Bank of India. RBI was nationalized in year of 1949 according to the Transfer to the Public Ownership Act 1948. So Reserve Bank is become nationalized in 1st January 1949. So here the logo of the Reserve Bank, here the building of the Reserve Bank of India. So it is the regulatory authority and the control to the overall all banking. Powers of RBI. So RBI has the powers under this Bank Regulation Act 1949 and to control the all banking company. So there are some amendment. The amendment in 1949, amendment in 1963, amendment 1965, and amendment 1974 and 1994, 2012 to get power to the RBI. So let's start with the first point, the provision regarding the powers of RBI. First, control on advances under section 21. RBI has got power to control advances to banking company. Clause 2. The empower the RBI give direction to the banking companies, general direction to the banking companies of general or any one or group of bank is particular about the advances to the customer. So bank advance the loan to their customer, the institutions and firms and companies. So that time RBI provide direction and guidelines, and RBI have power to give control of the advances. So it is the power, the symbol of the power. The RBI has the power to control on the advances. And the next, power to control advances, that's why we see the RBI particularly looking the purpose of advances may or not may be made. What purpose of need the advances of customer, bank and institution? What are the margin maintained respect the secure advances by the particular banking company, and maximum advances or other financial accommodation which have regard the paid up capital, the resources, deposit of banking company. So what is the actual deposit condition of the bank and how much the amount advance sanctioned to particular company or particular person or association individual. And other relevant consideration may be made that the banking company, any one company, any company, firm, association and person individual. So how much loan is sanctioned to individual person? It is the under control of the RBI power section 21. So RBI has the power to control all these advances of the loans, and that's why it is the important powers. The powers of RBI to overdo advances is the maximum amount to which having regard the consideration refer to the clause 2. Guarantee may be given banking company behalf of any of company, firm, association, person or individual. So what is the guarantee provided by the customer and what are the basis the banking company advance the loan to their customer? So guarantee is important because banking looking to the profitability, but they neglect sometimes the security principle. That's why the guarantee is the important. The rate of interest and other terms of condition which advance or the other financial accommodation may be made or guaranteed may be given. So what are the charges and what are the rate of interest charged to the customer, what are the commission charged to the customer? It is important according to RBI. So RBI control the rate of interest and their commission charges. So control over the advances under this function and under this the powers. The next, checking of malpractices. Checking of malpractices means the whether the bank carry is the proper as per the law their business or not. Sometimes bank looking to the profitability, they neglect to the principle of the security and the liquidity. So that's why the verify their work is need and checking of malpractices need by the under the function under the RBI. So further with view of the checking of speculative activity and the amendment was the introduced subsection 2 to RBI given some directives to banking company. The purpose of advances may or may not be granted. What is the purpose of given to the loans and advances? What is the margin maintained respect to the secure advances and the rate of interest charge, commission and charge of guarantees. So what is the rate of interest charge to the customer? The maximum amount share of advances bank may be guaranteed that may be given for a single party having regard paid up capital, resources and deposits of bank. So what is the maximum amount sanctioned to the customer with respect of their deposit? Means their deposits is higher level, that time they sanction the higher loans, but when the lower level of the deposits proportion and they sanction more advances, it is difficult to banking health and banking condition. So they are the checking and malpractice and verify their works is the important. Next important is the powers of RBI granting licenses. RBI power to control the banking under the licenses. RBI issue the licenses or the remove of licenses of banking companies. So granting the licenses under section 22 and branch license. Whenever they change their location of business, they need a permission from RBI under the section 23. Unclaimed deposit is the another issue. And now these days many people have the have multiple account because of they change their business places, they change their jobs, and that's why they open the 2 or more account. One account in SBI, one account in Punjab National Bank, one account in State Bank of India, and various purposes. But after some years, this account is not operated. So in operative condition of 10 years and every calendar years, this amount of the depositors is transferred to the RBI under the Depositors Education and Awareness Fund. So each banking company transfer this fund to the RBI under the Deposit Education Awareness Fund. The RBI appoints one committee to maintain this fund and use of this fund. But in the case of whenever the customer return, that time this amount will be returned to that customer under this provision of unclaimed deposit of section 26. So unclaimed deposits is the return to the customer whenever customer return, but the inoperative account of 10 years, that time there is a need to inform the RBI and return to RBI this deposit under the Deposit Education and Awareness Fund. RBI use this fund for create awareness about the banking to the customer. Next is the publishing information. RBI is work to the publishing information throughout the RBI bulletin, throughout the RBI annual bulletin, monthly bulletin. They also declare what is the rate of interest, what are the NPA ratio of the banking company. So section 27 RBI is control the publishing information. The information under the 27 is authorized publish any information which is think is fit necessary in the public interest. However, This is not binding on the RBI. Each and every information is published. But RBI think that it is necessary to publish. That time RBI published the information regarding the banking company. Regulation of non-banking institutions, section 45H. So non-banking company collect the deposits from the people, and that time the RBI is interference the collection of the deposit and restricting to non-banking institution from soliciting deposit from the public issue or prospect of advertisement. So RBI restrict to non-banking financial institution under the section 45H. The another is the power remove offices and officers, section 36A, 36AB. The Reserve Bank power remove to manager, power to remove any person which is the appointed into the bank, and additionally appointment of the another person. So remove any director, remove any officers is the authority under the RBI. The RBI power of the supervision and control, section 36. So RBI appoint one or more officers to observe how the banking affairs, the banking companies carry their businesses and their branches are so being conducted. How the bank are work as per the law condition or the healthy condition or whatever the actual condition, it is looking by these officers. So RBI appointed one or more officers to observe the functions. The powers of RBI is expanded in section 36AA, Bank Regulation Act 1949. Collect the public deposit and their responsibility of protect the interest of public. So there is a responsibility on the RBI shoulder because the people deposit their money into the bank, and that's why the person, means the director, officers, employee should not be used these money for their purposes. The public money used by the bank officer, director and employee is controlled by the RBI. So what are the purpose they use, what are the advances they sanction, it is a need to the control. So RBI power to supervision and control under the section 36, and these are